Today's recipe is for the most delicious no-knead loaf of bread. You need 3 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of instant yeast, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1½ cups of warm water. Combine the dry ingredients. Now add the 1½ cups of warm water and stir until all of the dry ingredients are incorporated. Once everything is incorporated, cover and leave for 3 hours to rise. After 3 hours, you will notice it has risen significantly. Flour the work surface and tip the dough out onto the work surface. Now the dough is on the work surface, you are going to stretch and fold several times. If you imagine it being a square, so you have 4 sides, I would go around each side twice. I prefer to use wet hands as that way it adds a bit of hydration into the dough and I don't stick to it. Now that you have folded, lightly flour the surface, shape the loaf slightly, and place into your banneton or a bowl with parchment paper. Now cover for 1 hour. I usually will start preheating the oven after 30 minutes because after an hour I need the oven to be at 450 degrees. I do not preheat the Dutch oven. You can see the dough has risen well again in the banneton. Simply put some flour on the surface and tip out onto your work surface. At this stage, I like to tuck and shape the dough. It tightens it and it allows it to hold its shape when you're baking. Using a sharp knife or razor, score the surface of the loaf. This allows it to expand when it's cooking. You can be quite deep on these scores. Put your loaf into your Dutch oven and put the lid on, and it goes into the oven for 35 minutes with the lid on. By putting it into a cold Dutch oven, it allows the bread to rise more as the Dutch oven temperature increases. If you put it into a hot Dutch oven, it will stop the rise much quicker. Once it's been in for 35 minutes, you remove the lid and bake for a further 10 minutes to darken up the loaf. When you take out the loaf after the final 10 minutes, it will be a beautiful golden brown color. Be sure to put it on a drying rack and let it thoroughly cool before you slice it. You will enjoy this for toast, sandwiches, or really anything. It is a wonderful loaf of bread. Please let me know in the comments if you have attempted to make this bread and how it turned out for you.